Yeah, I had done a lot of work in my life before coming into the training, like over 20 years of work as a client and then being a therapist, then moving towards more trauma focused therapies like EMDR and breath work. And then as it progressed more into like sensory motor and somatic experiencing and then into psychedelics even. I used to say I don't feel okay in the world. Like there's something so fundamental I can't describe, but I don't feel okay. And then getting to this 5 was like I'm okay. I'm okay. It's okay for me to be here. Like I was like this baseline of 5 is kind of like I'm good. Like wow, good work, Danielle. And then coming into the training and the first couple days were incredibly disorienting. It was cannabis, it was 2 puffs of cannabis that I did, and I just was like, "What the heck?" Like, I don't know where I am, I don't who am I? I had to remind myself, like, "Who am I?" That I had children, that I was a therapist, that I was in a training, like, just feeling so disoriented and turned up, and then feeling angry, like, feeling like I was at a 5 and now I'm not. And what if this just completely messes me up, you know? Um, because I was kind of in disbelief that like 2 puffs of cannabis could throw me this far. Um, and I was my therapist brain was like, you are reassociating to really painful stuff that you have denied your whole life, and you're reassociating to it in your body in a way that you never have before. That's going to be dysregulating. That's going to be destabilizing. And so something in me kept like pushing, and I was like, okay, fine. Like, I'll do another trip, like the third one of the training. And then I had this crazy experience of birthing this protective mountain lion in me in a way that I had never experienced before. And feeling anger and rage and protection of myself in a way that I never had experienced before. Yeah. And then the next day had an experience of solution or relational resourcing, like working at building relationship into these scary places in me. But in the end of the time, feeling a sense of rest and stillness and no charge in my body in a way that I had never felt before. So leaving the training feeling like very aware that I had reached places inside of myself through those experiences with cannabis and ketamine that I had not been able to access, even with with 5 other MDMA trips and psilocybin and other ketamine work that was like really dissociative work where I just kind of went away. I think I've probably done like 12 trips altogether from the training till last night. Yeah, I'm not afraid of feeling the terror in the way that I used to before, and so afraid of it destabilizing me and, taking me away from my life. Um, and then I started having, like, all this energy. I started getting up, like, my body would just wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning and be, like, ready and happy and, like, willing to start the day without this sense of, like, dread and pull that had kinda been there my whole life. Um, and, yeah, I just started realizing, like, I just started noticing that I'm not living at a 5. Like, that's not my baseline anymore. My baseline, like, I'm returning to this, like, 7, 8. place. That's where my system keeps returning to. And it's kind of blown my mind, to be honest. It's like the abundance of energy that I have for my life, for my children, and feeling this like abundance of overflowing like love in my system, in my body, and just for myself, but then also for others, like just what like feeling like I just want to love, I just want to give because I have all this energy and all this space and all this capacity. For me, this work has felt like it's truly unencumbered the truest, deepest, most alive parts of me that now can have space and freedom and love in ways that they haven't been able to.